What is up, everybody? Currently listening to that song right now. It is very like Electric Lights Orchestra meets Tame Impala. Yeah, that's Tame Impala and ELO had a child and made this groovy ass song. Maybe it kind of reminds me a tiny bit of Louis Zong's earlier music. Yeah, definitely groovy. I'm loving it. Man, let's bring the word groovy back. Whenever I listen to Masayoshi Takanaka's not all of me, Let Me Sing For You or Sing For Me, whichever the album that is, that one I feel groovy. That one, oof. I need to listen to some more Masayoshi Takanaka. I listened to him before he was cool. I did, like 6 years ago. That's my only claim to fame. That's my only music, not even gatekeep, but like, I did it, it was me. That's yeah. But I am adding this to the playlist. Thank you very much, Shrimpy. In terms of AMV, I wasn't totally expecting this, but I've also been watching a lot of, I'm gonna shout out a YouTube that I really like. I mean, I'm an infinitely smaller YouTuber, but I think we should all share music that we like. Specifically, I'm not a huge fan of the music that this YouTuber uses. They use a lot of Lemon Demon. Lemon Demon's cool. I'm not a huge fan. That's not my type of music. Let me try to find them. They're an animator, and they have such amazing, wonderful animation. I remember the name. It's I feel like Lemon Demon AMV. I'm definitely gonna be able. Yeah, Amikid. Amikid is so freaking awesome. I'm gonna drop. Here we go. Shout out. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm into alt, but then Lemon Demon pops up. I'm like, it's a bit too far. For what I like. I mean, is Lemon Demon even alt? What genre is Lemon Demon? Alt, indie, comedy. Okay. So yeah, alt, indie. I'm into those, but alt, indie is such a broad spectrum, I think. So, simply one description would not be enough. Boom, I make chat appear. Look at me. Magic Man. What a groovy song. Almost at the end of it. Then we'll pick out some personal music to listen to while streaming. Also, I was working on the... So I got some time actually to work on the construction today. So I'm very happy about that. We have basically... Ooh. There's no way. I think I lost all of my work that I did today. Here, let me move to back. I'm going to actually be crazy upset. This would suck. What the heck? Where's my Pure F? Where did it go? What? No! Oh, no, stop that. You done? Stop. What is going on? What is happening? Uh-oh, no. What is... Oh, whoa. Oh, no. We may have an issue, guys. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oof, okay, that's fixed. Now this. There we go. Send it back. That's not good. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I have to be very careful with what I'm about to do. Okay. So I think I've lost a lot of my work from today. I had the face construction, but I think I accidentally deleted literally everything else. But I have a plan. We're gonna save a duplicate. Save as Jim's Buck. We're gonna actually save this one as what is this animal called? Okapi. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do this. I store everything in the cloud, and I bet I have a backup, hopefully automated. Otherwise, we've lost all my progress I did today, which made me very upset. Anyways, hello everybody, hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Kavel has pulled a stupid, and I might have just lost a lot of my progress. So I'm gonna need a second. We're gonna try to fix this. Very upsetting if so. But I hope all of you guys are doing well. Goodness. Oh, good. I'm not sure if you heard that. That was my timer going off for my schoolwork. There we go. Okay. I don't want to add a recovery thing right now. Okay, cool. Let's try to fix this. If we can restore it to last night. Okay, you edited at 7:27 p.m. Okay. History. File information. Come on. You know you wanna. Activity. Oh. Oh, this may be huge, guys. Oh, this may be huge. Oh. I am okay. Holy moly. 5 subs off. I feel awful because I want to do something, guys. I want to do something to celebrate, and I haven't had the time to draw. But I'm actually kind of crazy thankful and a bit scared. That's a lot of people. Thankfully, we're to normal sizes, but yeah, I'm mostly thankful. I think that is the best way to describe it. Uh-oh. Oh wait, guys, I think we may be okay because Kavel is dumb. But you know, it is really cool seeing numbers that big. I don't want to let it get to me though. Oh, thank goodness. All of our work is still here, everybody. I was looking at the... I never lost my work in the first place. Jeez. Who let this Kavel guy stream? Well, it's good to know I have backups, so that's a good lesson learned today. Anyways, once again, hope you're all doing well. Jeez. I've had a decent day today. I got all the homework allotted done, except for one, which sucks, because it's a difficult homework. And I would like for it to not be like that, but we'll have some time. Maybe after stream I'll go do some homework. But for now, I'm kind of feeling just like drawing, finishing up our Okapi construction. And yeah, awesome to see you, Shrimp B. Welcome back, and super excited to hear about your animation project. That is going to be awesome. And glad to see you, Delano. Maybe we'll have some more people stop by. I'm not sure how much YouTube is lying to me about the people in the stream, but yeah. I did a little bit of grinding off camera today. Uh-oh. Where's all my forms? Give me a second. Images. Selection. Send to back. Down. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. Gonna make some food. Huge. We're still, I know, yeah. Thank you for the heads up. I was messing with stuff on the side, but in fact, now that we are all set up, we could transfer over. Actually, I turned off tuna, so let's start that before I forget. Because tuna was being silly. Anyways, here we are. So cool. And let us head over to the full camera. Cool. Thank you for the heads up, Delano, because I probably would have forgotten otherwise. Cool. Why is my chat cut off? What? Okay, well, anyways. Yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into our warm-up of the night, and then this stream will probably be putting pen to paper in terms of our Okapi construction, which I'm excited for, because we're almost done with lesson 5. We get closer every day. We've worked hard, so hard. We're going to be doing our extensions, our line extensions to our boxes, just to make sure we're, as a litmus test. Sure this is above 90 degrees. It's gonna be a very interesting box. Oh yikes, whoa. I'm not as actually I may be a bit more loose than yesterday, to the point where like it's not good. Stiffen up the muscles. There we go. Nice. Very foreshortened. Hello, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. Bit foreshortened, but that's not a bad thing. There we are. So, ooh, tough. We set ourselves up really weird here. Yeah, that's a bit too early. But right here. I got the craziest sleep last night. I not only took my magnesium, which I now know is what's making me sleep better, but I took a melatonin because I was having some trouble still sleeping, and I slept like a brick. It was kind of ridiculous. I need to be more... I can't show all of it because it's in like my school and stuff, but I've been doing this different calendar system this semester, and it helps me... Oh, those are... Yikes. Oopsies. Well, some days we have good boxes, some days we have bad boxes. It's helped me feel a lot more complete, like I'm getting things done. And I'm really distributing my task load a lot more. So instead of like doing a majority of a homework on one day, I'm really splitting it up more than I'm used to. So it feels good having like a baseline set for every day. It's just, I do have that anxiety that I won't complete enough in a day. Like there's going to be that one surprise difficult homework question. So I think that is a skill in and of itself, is predicting possibly difficult homework questions. And yeah, most of the lines are off. So yeah, this we'll treat as like almost isometric. This is a very interesting box, to say the least. It's possibly like right here-ish. This box is going to be all over the place. What is going on here? What? Yep. And so that's why the schedule is kind of cool. It's helping me realize that. Still feel complete. Like I did a lot. I got a lot of good stuff done. So we'll see if it works out. Maybe I need to do more foreshortened boxes. This one's kind of in the middle. Okay, these are going to be basically parallel. Here's where our system may fail a bit. Yep. So I'll place it right here. How's all yours? Oh yeah, what did you end up choosing the other night, Delano? Was it 50% or was it working on your next construction? Honestly, I kind of recommend the Okapi. I'm liking it a bit more than the horse, but once again, I haven't actually drawn it yet, so we'll see. Okay, this is gonna be I can already tell so much is wrong with this. So let's humble ourselves and do a quick breakdown. I keep putting my ruler on the wrong spot every stream. Found references, nice. Every day, Delano, even though I know, what is it called? Digital is difficult. It still looks very fun. And every time I see your art, I get super excited for digital. Oof. Look at that, that's already tough. And this one's just all over the place. No clue what's going on there. It's that back line. Yikes. This one I feel like went a little bit better. Probably should have done the other box. I want to do 2 boxes as Warmup. Oh yeah, this, never mind. This was the one that kind of went a bit crazy. And my boxes need to... I'm not gonna even finish that one. Alrighty. Yeah, this was a rough box. I don't know what we did this time, but let's do another one and let's be a bit more yeah. This one was just all over the place. Okay, cool. On to the next box. Very box build. Hey, what's up, physics? I have this last Okapi, and then we have 2 of whatever we want. I technically have that frog construction. I just didn't use tons of lesson 5 stuff, so I could submit that. Oh my gosh, and Adam, physics and Adam, welcome to the stream, guys. Oh my goodness. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. Oh yeah, happy Black History Month. I forgot to say that. It is February, so shout out. I completely forgot. I was like looking at my computer today and it had the little Windows thing. I was like, oh, shoot. Super foreshortened that. We'll still make this a difficult box, but yeah, we have the 2 selected ones. I know I'm gonna draw Mickey's bearded dragon. Because I just love lizards a ton, and so I think I want to, and then a fish, maybe a fish. I'm not totally sure how I feel about fish. If it's gonna be worth doing it, but yeah. Your birthday is in 1 week. Well, happy early birthday. Got any special plans? I say you should get an ice cream cake. Any ice cream cake enjoyers in chat? I'm very wobbly today. Don't know what's up. Super foreshorten it again, try to challenge ourselves. We don't have much room to do our line extensions. Huge, I think that's a wonderful one. My favorite ice cream cake is the Oreo ice cream cake. I get that from my dad because my dad used to eat it a lot. Thanks. Never had one. I think everyone should treat themselves to a slice of ice cream birthday cake. Probably the most fattening thing you could eat, but... Yeah, I don't usually foreshorten that much, so maybe that was a bit of my... That's been a bit of my issues. I've been relying on very isometric boxes, and so I don't need to think. Meringue cake? I've never had meringue. A meringue cake. What even is meringue? What makes it that way? I'm assuming that's what that word is, because I've never seen meringue spelled before. Can't remember what it's called, but my grandma would make this mix between a rum cake and a tres leches. Literally the best cake I've ever had. I could eat it all day, every day. Oof. I love tres leches so much. It is... I think it's just because so many cakes are dry. Oh, what's up, Penguin? Oh my gosh. Wow, everybody's here. Welcome, everybody. We may break our record once again. We got birthdays, we got everything going on. Jeez. Egg whites with sugar, bake it, and add cream. Simple, but I love it. I mean, you can't go wrong. That's. Have I had meringue pie? I feel like I've had something. Oh. You guys are making me want sweets. Typically the only quote-unquote candy I eat is chocolate-covered almonds. I've talked about this many a time on stream. That's my little treat I have every day. I have like 3 or 4 of them after dinner. But maybe I want some cake. Yeah, this is going to be basically parallel, so we should probably do a slightly better job right there. I don't know why we're focusing so much today on boxes when we need to be working on our ellipses. I think today's issue is focus and control. I'm not focusing, which is leading to a little bit of lack of a control in my lines. Most of my day's issues are just focused because I either come up from like... I don't give myself time to relax and compose myself before drawing, so maybe that's a bit of it. I've never been one for meditation though. I've tried it so many times, so many different ways. There we go. That was a much better box. Still, line work's a bit shoddy, but peh. Alrighty. Grind some boxes for fun today, I guess. We nailed it right here, but also this was a much less foreshortened box. Oh wait, no, this one's converges a bit too early. Almost 1K, yeah, we're so close. I don't know what to do. Do I get you guys a ice cream cake? Is that how we should celebrate? Free ice cream cake coupons to all subscribers. I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats. I kind of stopped looking, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want to get too obsessed with it. The main thing I do keep track of is just views. But yeah, everyone who's a great artist, I bet you'd love to stop by. Huge. Yeah, don't feel pressured, guys. Like, I don't want to, but yeah, if you feel like they enjoy it, of course. Yeah, we're here just to draw every day. I don't want to. That's the thing. I want to separate myself from subs or anything. It's still a really cool milestone, and that's the thing. I can't separate it myself, but I need to be thankful. Yeah, big numbers hurt. My brain's small. I can't fit that kind of number in my head. But like it's just you guys are so awesome, and that sounds fake as hell. But like. I don't want the number to get to my head, but I want to give you guys the respect that you guys deserve. Because you guys show up, you're super kind, all of you have such great ambition for art, and you're very involved, and I love seeing all the progress that you guys make on your personal projects. And the channel is you guys, right? Because like, I'm only here just to remind people, I'm an alarm clock, right? And And you guys do some awesome stuff with that time, so I'm really happy to see it. That's I think the biggest takeaway from this many subscribers, and I'm of course thankful. You guys are the reason that I get to chill out every day and have some fun. So seriously, shout out to you guys. And I'll give the whole rant over and over again once we hit 1K, but it is, I'm not gonna say it's a blessing, because it's not like my lifeline is YouTube, right? I'm not paid, I'm not doing any of that, but it is still a blessing that I get to hang out with people. I get to meet artists every day. And I bet you half of those subscribers are just waiting for the lesson 3 video, so we need to get on that, don't we? I'm gonna hide all my pins actually. We're gonna extend this warm-up just a tiny bit, and I'm gonna change the music. Yeah, no. I've been thinking about getting a Blue Sky. I said that last stream. I don't like social media. I've said it 100 times. I don't like Discord. I really don't like Instagram. But man, Blue Sky, like just meeting other artists, seeing art every day, I think that would make my days better. Really niche, but you sound like the YouTuber. I was like a preteen. 60% of the reason. Huge. Yeah. I mean, I grew up on that probably as well. You know, I grew up watching Ant Venom, Caveman Films, Germa, Vinny Vinesauce. What other Let's Play tubers? A lot of it was Ant Venom. Oh, Dan TDM. I was a huge fan of Dan TDM. And I can't say like Dan TDM is my inspiration, but I think I probably echo some things, whether I like it or not. You know. Yeah. Here, wait. I want to shout out. I'm gonna shout out another YouTuber, guys. Here, wait. Let's change the music real quick. I want to shout out another YouTuber, and then we're gonna do some more warm up. I really love this YouTuber because they remind me of that OG, that really good OG like Let's Player type beat. We're gonna listen to some One Piece music. Okay, here, let me find this person. I love them. Their art is fantastic. They're an artist first and foremost. They do lots of Legend of Zelda and other fun, very OG games. Chilled Chaos from the Sea Nanners crew. I was never in that zone in the mic. I was, who was I? I was watching, I can't remember, he had the Spaceman outfit. Checking out Mammalian Skeleton today, drawing gestural animals based on syphilline leg bones, a kind of generic mammal sketches. Huge. Okay, let's find this YouTuber. Where are they? What's the... Is it Okami? Is that the game? Yes, Okami, okay. Topical, right? Where's my favorite... Or not favorite YouTuber, but the YouTuber I've been watching. Come on. Ah, here they are. Their name is Gaming Gato. They are awesome. I think everybody please go support this YouTuber. They're actually smaller than most. And I think they're severely underrated. If you want like a very simple, just a very simple and cool YouTuber. I mean, that's it. They play games, they're funny, they're interactive. It really just is like reminding me of the, okay, Chilled Chaos. Let's see this person. Chilled Chaos. Oh, they haven't posted in a minute. Uh-oh. Let me click on one of their videos. And then we'll get back to our warm-up. I'm cool with streaming a bit extra tonight. Because I finished all my... I technically didn't finish my homework, don't tell anybody. Is that what the guy looks like in real life? Kind of looks... Oh, no, okay, no, he doesn't look like me. Well, whoever on the left of that thumbnail kind of looks like me. Definitely more of a kid's, yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing like lots of... There's Gmon. I mean, shout out the OG. Oh yeah, Vanoss. I grew up with Vanoss. I may have to watch this guy just to see if I'm like... see what the inspo is. Nah. Huge. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm gonna hide that timer. We're just gonna warm up today because we may be getting to the Okapi, and we want to meet it with our best, most warmed up abilities. Yikes. That's the thing. I'm gonna do what Germa did because I mean I'm inspired by Germa. That's like probably my biggest inspiration, of course. I mention him every stream. There will be a point where like I stop trying to be as like YouTubery. And not that I'm faking anything right now. It's just like I'm doing it the way I think I should right now. And if I feel like I could let loose a little bit and be a little bit more silly, goofy, and do some more less orthodox stuff, I'll do that. I may swear. Whoa. You're still a bit wobbly today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I held my breath right there, and that like stressed me out. So don't hold your breath while doing your ellipses. That was don't do that. That's I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I'm just super jittery today. I don't know what's up. Huge. What are you using, Shrimp, if you're still here? And apologies if I'm interrupting, but are you what are you using to work on your AMV and storyboard and stuff? CSP huge, although I may only storyboard and CSP into the actual animation called Rough Animator. Huge. I've heard of CSP. Now that's the one I want to get. I think we talked about that the other stream, but I've never heard of Rough Animator. Oh yeah, I wasn't trying to be a negative Nancy earlier. I just have had a habit of when I'm about to go back to school or I'm on break, I burn myself out with personal projects really bad. The lesson 2 video I'm proud of. I like a lot of it, and of course there's things I want to improve, but writing the script and I redid the video once. Like I completely redid it from the ground up. And this was in a span of like a couple weeks. And it was fun and I liked it, but afterwards I switched. I was doing a programming project, and then I went to make the lesson 2 video, and then I started the Kavel website. And so, yeah, I just have such a bad habit of doing that, and so that's me projecting a bit. But good to hear that it was a good reminder. Take it easy, take those... I've made a new rule for myself. I will never work on one thing for over 3 hours anymore. Because I just get so in the zone. Like, and I mean like a meaningful break after 3 hours, or like a 30-minute break of something completely different, and then I don't work on it for a while. after that, I work on another task slash thing. Because generally after that 30 or the 3-hour mark, my brain's fried. Unless like it's a very passive thing. Like video editing, I could actually go longer than that. But the script writing and stuff, yeah, for burnout. Or like, so I wish I could tell you guys I have the cure-all for burnout, because burnout sucks. And I get it all the time, and I don't know how to avoid it. And, you know, obviously last semester was probably the worst I've gotten in a while. But yeah, it's like over the school year, or semester, I get burned out from doing just too much schoolwork, and finals hits me like a truck, and then I go home, and like, at school I'm doing something I don't necessarily want to do, which is study. I love learning, but I hate studying, if that makes sense, right? Like memorization, ugh. And then I go home and I have access to drawing and all the things I love. I don't have a schedule. All I have to do is go to the gym once a day and stream once a day. So I just like pigeonhole myself, and I let my passion go a little bit too wild, and I end up burning myself out that way. I'm the polar opposite. I have such a hard time working in the same thing for more than 10 minutes. I jump to subject like crazy, which already probably leads to burnout. Yeah, memorization sucks. Memorization does suck. And you know, the spaced repetition is good and all that. It's just, there comes a point, and it's usually just finals, is I convince myself I don't know anything and I haven't learned anything all semester. And that just like, that demoralization hurts, and it makes me do worse on exams. I'm trying to figure out ways around it, of course. And I probably will my entire life. This is not something that you can just instantly fix one day, but... Yeah, it's easier said than done, though. It's a nice sentiment, right? But pulling yourself away is the hardest part. And sometimes you don't have a choice. Whether it be work or obligations to school for scholarship or whatever, right? It can be tough. And to your point, Shrimpy, about switching from thing to thing, there's a YouTuber, Taniko Pantoja, I think is their name. I don't completely agree with all their philosophy, but they did have a video I really like, and I actually have a sticky note on my whiteboard because of it. It's called Switching Gears, Creative versus Labor, or creative labor versus work labor or something. And like, I kind of agree with them, is a lot of the burnout we experience is from switching gears, from going something that's laborious to creative. Creative is storyboarding, right? You have to use a lot of your creative, you have to think hard, and then laborious is animating, right? Because like, you don't really have to put too much thought into the animation itself if you're just like coloring or doing a certain, I don't know much about animating, but like doing a certain pass, right? For me, that's video editing. The hard part's done, the script's written, but hopping between those, making adjustments, like, oh my gosh, when editing videos, when I have to re-record things, it's like I want to give up on the project at that point. Or like the video is 75% done, and yeah. I love Toniko, found his channel a few weeks ago, I'll check it. Yeah, huge. You know, definitely they seem to have a lot of experience under the belt. Yeah, you know, once again, it's not like they're a horrible evil person. I just don't totally agree with all of their philosophy about work methodology, but I really do like that video, and I think it's well worth it. Huge. So successful there, guys. Good warm up. Still a bit wobbly. I don't know why. In fact, I'm gonna put more padding under our paper. We're going to finish up the Okapi construction, and hopefully this stream start putting base forms onto the paper. I'd be very happy if we could manage that. Boom. Look at all that paper. Because yeah, going through the lesson 5, I think we've technically done the misc animals, right? We have that frog. I think we probably did another bird or something at some point. Let's see, horse, wild dog, wild dog, wild dog, puma. The pages are getting stuck together. Puma. Where's all the other pumas? Okay. Stork? That's the stork demo. Or American pelican, I think. Yeah, puma. The first puma we did, which is horrible. Caracara, harpy. Blue-footed booby. Hehe, booby, haha. The otter, which I hated. That was probably my least favorite one. Tiger, wolf demo. Oh, the wolf demo, I completely forgot about that one. And then we had the other blue-footed booby. And then the frog is somewhere else. Ah, yeah, here's the frog. But yeah, I'm not sure if this counts as... Because, like, I did the feet as 2D structures, but I really like everything else. Just, yeah, it was more for fun. So I'm not going to include that one. Oh yeah, we also did a bug construction. I completely forgot. Wow, this was pretty solid, too. Huh. Completely forgot we did that. Jeez, this has been one heck of a lesson. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick BRB, guys, and then we're going to grab some water, grab a snack maybe, and then we're gonna pull up PureRef, finish up the face, and we're gonna jump into it. Scary step. Oh, hold the phone. We are holding the phone. Oh, the bug. Here, I'll be right back. The phone is being held, but I'll be right back. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, we're already almost a quarter through the semester. I'm looking at my big calendar right now that's on my wall. Also, that creatine tasted horrible. Why did that taste so bad? Did I leave soap in there? Alright, let me take another sip. I wash my gym bottle every day because I've had a habit in the past of not doing that, and that becomes an issue. I don't think that's a contentious idea. Not washing your gym bottle after a minute is probably a terrible thing. Here, I'm actually gonna hide this real quick because I'm gonna mess with the music. As to the beetle thing, yeah, I think bug constructions are easier than animal constructions. I don't think that's a terribly hard thing to argue. I feel like there's just less forms that you have to put on the page. And you know, it's the profile has a lot less negative shapes and stuff. So, or the negative shapes are easier for me. I don't know. I feel that they're easier. I don't want to say that because that's a generalized statement, which could be untrue. I want something very ambient tonight. What is this? Ambient 2. That may be a bit too ambient. Oh, ambient 2. Okay, I get it now. I've been listening to No Man's Sky ambience for all of today. I was doing homework about 6 hours just through this one like 11-hour video. Cool. Mess with some stuff real quick. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, we're doing PureRef. We're not drawing just yet. Yeah, the face is a bit difficult. There's a lot of interesting structures on the face. We'll hop over here in a second. My tuna working. There we go. Doesn't matter because we're just going to transfer right over here. Cool. So yeah, I actually finished the main body. Here it is. So yeah, I was looking at this. I was like, where did all my work go? It's this. Like, this is what we did. I'm not doing anything too major for the neck down here. It's generally pretty straight. But what I am doing is we're doing a form right here and a form, this green one. So we're going to see another form like this, which will connect it to the head. Nothing too revolutionary over here. It's a bit hard to see. I just use the simple leg form right here. This joining form from the butts to the thigh is always difficult. And it always feels like it has a sharp land off. Yet if I do something like this, then this form just becomes too shapely. We don't want a form to be doing that much. And what I could do technically is I could do this and then have a separate form right here. But that's just so much that I don't want to do. I think that's all the major stuff here. And then I've been working on the head. And I actually had to pull out this strategy where I do kind of a grid around it. That just helps me figure out what's going on. And I realized through this that the head has a very this kind of shape. And most animals we've drawn have this. Gotta go eat. Okay, have a good one. Enjoy your meal. But yeah, most animals have this shape. This is what you'd expect from like a wolf or something, right? But yeah, this very narrow bend. And so I decided to do a structure like this. And then we're going to just really depend on additive forms for the brow right here. It also helped me figure out where to place the head because I still wanted an intersection. So, oh, let's start our timer before we yap too much. There we go. Nope, that's 1 hour and 10 minutes. There we go. Okay. This ambience may be a bit too much. I needed a form so I could buttress it against the front of the face and still have some room for the eye socket. And so we ended up actually managing that right here. I realized I don't have to put a form that goes all the way up here. That's really hard to manage. I could just do one down here and then rely on an additive form. So I did that, simplified it, and we're to this point. Actually, this is the simplified version. I worked backwards for some odd reason. And I was working on the ear right here, or the horn, sorry, which is tough. Because this one comes kind of straight at us, right? So we need to figure out a way to, you know, have some symmetry on both sides, right? Because this will travel with its intersection with the skull, the base of the form. We'll go like this. I'll see that this only touches the top of the brow form, so. And it never touches past this, so we're going to be experiencing something like this. Yeah, because that was decent. Yeah, it's lacking depth, and I don't know a perfect way of solving this other than having like a cool little indent form feature right here, like making it go like this and then having this go around it so it makes it feel like it ends earlier. But what do I know? So we'll just kind of experiment. This is once again a very shapely head. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening, and so I'd like to do my best with this one. We are nearing the end of our construction, so it's time to really experiment and show off what we've learned so far, right? As for this though, I'm pretty happy. Okapi. Sorry. We have this form right here connecting to the ear. This is why I deleted it earlier. But just having a untouched one is very... Because yeah, we just have these masses right here that actually kind of composes a part of the brow form. I kind of like this more. Can we do something like that possibly? Contouring the surface. Do you mean like... Oh yeah, so what I will do, I was yelled at by Dio for doing this with my bug constructions. Yeah, exactly, yeah, like this. I was yelled at by Dio for doing this thing too much. Here, I'll actually pull up one of my old bug constructions. I need to have this like more easy to access. Try to find an instance where I did this way too much. Here we go. Yeah, here's my rhinoceros beetle. And the rhinoceros beetle is very hard to visualize. Man, this was good. Shout out. I'm proud of this one. But yeah, it looks very 3D because I spammed these topographic lines, which are cool, but that wasn't the goal. It's kind of not needing this. So while I'll do this for like imagining the construction, like in this, I sadly am not allowed to draw this. I've been yelled at. It's such an easy way to convey form. I will, when we actually construct this, add one. I will add a contour line or two, just to help us out there. I will be minimal about it because otherwise I feel like it would suffer without it. And I think, nah, we won't. Because the way I do sausage intersections is, I haven't seen many people do it like this. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do it like this, right? But you start from the back and, sorry, I'm trying to remember how I do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's have a form going like this. A bit more down. There we go. And then it's going to end, right? And then I like drawing through the back and then doing this. And what you'll see right here is I keep this line. This line right here is very important because it's the one that's going over the main form, and you can add shadow here, right? Make it a bit more dramatic, but like that. And so I want to do something like that here. I learned that I first saw this as an actual technique in the Tom Fox book. I think, yeah, we're talking about the skull and how, like, for the contour of the skull, you want to do like a slight line inside, but you don't want to actually highlight the rim. I can't remember exactly what it's in, like the context of it, but that's the goal here. That's the thing we want to accomplish. Okapi. So like here would be an instance of that, but I don't think I'm doing it correctly, and I don't think that's aligned with what Drawbox wants us to do. So we'll keep it like this for now. These will be a very difficult form to add, but I think it'll be a very nice experiment. The existence of this one will kind of inform the other one. But I think we need to tuck it in a little bit. So we go out here and then we're up. Oh, but we have this, look at that curve. So we need to imagine that curve exists on top of the sphere, but our center line is right here, which means we've done it wrong. Our sphere is too big to represent this. So how this would actually look is we'd have, if we were to move it up, which is incorrect, but... Oh yeah, here, I can show the tablet I use here, right? Give me a quick second. Okay. Yeah, here we can do this. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, this is the tablet I use. In fact, we could, I don't even know how to brought it over here. We could just do this and then that, and then I forgot how to toggle. Oh, what is it? I forgot. I forgot how to turn the other thing. Such a stupid bit. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I've had to adapt. I've had to overcome. It's been an arduous journey. I can't wait till I get a tablet one day. Trust me, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it all. Thank you. Yeah, no, I hate mouse so much. I never want to take this into like my further art career. We've had to, I don't know, like, I've played video games all my life, so I've gotten a bit better at it, but yeah, it's... Okay, you're not really missing out on, oh, he probably can't hear me if he's in the past. How do I talk in the past? No. Once you catch up to this, Joman, don't feel the need to feel like you have to catch up. This stream, I wouldn't say you're really missing out on much. See, this looks more believable, right? So even though this is off, we want a structure like that. So that means this sphere needs to end sooner. Like this. There's this sentiment that people have where like they feel like they need to watch all the streams or things like that, and bit of a PSA, please don't. you will not become a better artist. There's no secret reward for watching every stream that I've done. I wouldn't consider my streams entertaining enough to have that much rewatchability. Oh, oh, dang it. I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah, it's not worth watching. Speaking in the past. Yeah, I'm trying to send messages back into time right now. Kind of difficult. Not sure if you guys ever tried it. Actually, constantly speaking in the past. I don't know. I'm not trying to get to see a cow in real life. I have seen cows, but I wouldn't say I have access to see a cow immediately. I can maybe go drive somewhere. I have seen cows in real life. I think they're adorable. They're just big old puppies. In fact, I've always wanted to pet a cow, but I know that they are not that trusting. Okay, this is what we're gonna do for now. I think I'll leave a note. No, I won't. I'll just remember it. As simple as that. Shrimply built different. Do you have any tablets that you recommend? Shrimp. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna get a non-display one because it's much cheaper, so I'll actually know if I like it. Delano's given me some good recommendations and things to avoid. Bet that basically the same thing. Yeah, I'll order it raw or rare. Same thing. Actually, I like rare steak. I order it medium rare, but huge. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry if I'm distracting you. Please just tell me off if so. We have a very cool form to do right here for the ears. I'm actually quite excited for this. I think we should do a form like this. This should be a singular form though, so yeah, we'll do... And we do once... Yeah, so we're gonna... This is a really good head construction. I kind of want to just do this as a solo head construction because there's so much to learn right here. Let's focus on this little noggin part right here. Do the green. I'm actually quite a fan of that teal. I have no doubts about that. Studying anything, drawing anything from real life is probably just manifold better for you. Learning wise. That's why I've heard like everyone touts, not even touts, but like testifies, that's a better word for it, that like live models are just so much better and so helpful for studying. Well, that's why we practice. And it's not like we're remembering this. It's a bad methodology to try to memorize these structures or anything. That's a bad idea. We're increasing our visual library by doing things like this, but ultimately we know these forms intuitively. right? We know how to draw these forms. We've studied these forms so much that, we're just finding what works. Deco Pro SWMW, or the Deco 03 Huge. With my mind. I mean, that's the thing, you practice with boxes, and you learn to estimate with planes, and then you learn how to draw a sphere. So like none of this is memorized, all of this is just through knowledge, and when we apply it on the page, I won't be remembering any of this. We'll just be coming up with it as we go. That's the point of construction, kind of. I mean, once you study anatomy, then sure, yeah, we have a knowledge. But ultimately, it's not like we have someone sitting there being like, okay, we're going to construct this with a box. No, we just know a tendon lies in a certain place, or we need to capture a certain muscle group, so we use a shape to approximate that. Once again, I would highly recommend that you go look at the lesson 5 from Drawbox. It doesn't sound like you've seen that before. We are not aiming for anatomy. We are aiming to estimate a animal with 3D primitives that we can believe in and rotate in space in our brains. And when we put on the page, we know it's 3D. Cool. It's quite a bit of reading, and there's a lot of stuff adding up to that, like lesson 4 as well. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this as well. I'm gonna Google that real quick, the tablet you just recommended. Huge. And once again, I wouldn't recommend approaching Drawbox in isolation, but for understanding the concepts that we're applying here, I'd recommend, reading through it. And if you're interested in Drawbox, that's super cool. But for the sake of, understanding our goals here, because, it's not a terribly great idea to immediately jump into anatomy as a beginner. And Proco talks about this in Draftsman, episode 5, the fundamentals, I believe. Is that episode 5? I'm not gonna look. But yeah, anatomy is something that would be better approached after learning gesture and then a tiny bit of the fundamentals of construction. Because, gesture, he says gesture is first and foremost. It's very important. And then from that, we know how to compose a shapely figure, one that has motion to it. And following, we can then do some knowing how to place a plane, or, whatever we can benefit from that. Yeah. And everyone says his name, and I don't want to feel like a cop-out, because he is just one of the best artists of all time, but Kim Jong-gi, right? If you want an example of what not necessarily end goal, but an example of what these things can do. Much of this hides behind the ear, so we'll just do this. Yeah, there are definitely like some forms that are bad or poor, but ultimately that's, in some instances, for what we're doing, right, we're not trying to aim for anatomical perfection, so we have a lot of leeway in the sense of what we choose to represent with things. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything is good either. But it is a wide range for our objective. Now, if our goal was to draw a rib cage, anatomically correct, and the muscular, you know, pectorals, lats, all of that, you know, the human torso, then of course, yeah, there would be objectively correct and incorrect forms to place. But we're not doing anatomy. We are doing construction, and we're tying together primitives that we know and understand to achieve something that happens to look like an Okapi. And I've kind of repeated myself, so I'll stop kind of saying the same thing. And if you're still confused, I'd highly recommend just checking out the source material, Drawbox itself, because there's only so much we can tell you. Values in a 2D surface. True, yeah, some are just better. Yeah, an absolute. I don't understand those terms, unfortunately, but here's an example of what I'm talking about, right? You can fit any shape inside of this animal. Some will be easier to use than others. Look at the neck, for example, right? We used a cylinder to represent this. We know that as we trace along the contour of the neck, the degree will be, looks like maybe a 15 to 30 degree ellipse, right? And meanwhile, let's see, this one goes away from us, so the degree will be ever so slightly larger. And we can connect these, and we formed a cylinder. A cylinder was a pretty good choice here. It's more of a tapered cylinder, but you know, it has its point. So this is an example of how we can use shapes, but then again, you could choose to represent whatever you want. You could have done a smaller cylinder and chose to, which would have changed the degree a bit, and chose to use different additive forms around the neck. I mean, that's kind of getting pedantic, sorry to say, but it estimates it well, right? It's an illusion of 3D, and we get to choose what we fit in there. That's the point of lesson 5, right? There's not necessarily a single, solid, entirely correct answer. Unless you want to get like extremely like analytical geometry level, but yeah. Yeah, once again, we'd highly recommend checking out the Drawbox stuff. I'm gonna stop yapping about that because we have been pretty repetitive, but it is a good read, especially if you're newer to art. Very good stuff. Let us focus now on the cheeks. I did kind of end this muzzle form a bit early. Yeah, trying to pick a color here. We've used a lot of green. Don't want to get lost in the green, but I think this will be fine. So yeah, I would like to buttress it here against the... Because yeah, this is a somewhat more flat. Let's actually start with this mass right here. I kind of do... Actually, this could work. That's actually not bad. Here we are. That just looks better though. Once again, that's not necessarily entirely our point. So gentlemen, I'm gonna say let's drop it here. I'd highly recommend you go check out Drawbox and such. There's a lot to say there, much better than we could ourselves. But it's getting to a point where it is a bit repetitive. Yeah, true. I'm not sure entirely if I should draw through this form right here. Cause yeah, it's not totally, I mean, it's just that line looks awkward, and I'm gonna draw the nose over it, so. Also going to switch up the color a bit. A little bit. We do a little bit of blue. We'll do the intersection for now. It is not a giraffe. So confident about that too. That's the best. Oh jeez. Okay, let's look at this nose. We have kind of this is tilde-like, very Procreate logo-esque. We actually have this slight indent right here, slight little negative shape, little triangle. We could try to. Then again, that's more of like when we actually do the form, so that would be like right here. We can, you know, kind of emphasize that right here. Okay, what color should we use? We just need something to estimate the mass right here. We're pretty good. This yellow is a bit striking. Cool. Blue. Oh, that's never mind. We are. Ooh, we have a cool opportunity here. Once again, I really want to reevaluate how I did all this up here. Like having that curve would be really cool. It's just we'd be working subtractively right there then, right? Unless we shrank the form for the head, so. Cool. Okay, there's the head. So, let's try selecting all of this and tossing it into the... Oh, goodness. This is difficult. There we go. Try getting a little bit organized. PureF isn't the best. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I haven't had like a qualitative... I can't really assign a qualitative goal to it all, but I'm just having fun, you know? How about you? Do you think you're closer to your goal? Making a manga. Boink. Goodness, this is just a mess, isn't it? Try to... Oh, that's why. There we go. Nice. A lot more when I started compared to now. Huge. Another thing about it, I mean, I have the goal of, you know, wanting to improve and all that fun stuff, but yeah, I'm not sure if I have like a quantitative goal. Yeah. And also, I've made some poor decisions in terms of how I've tackled Lesson 5, so. Gentlemen, I do appreciate your attentiveness, but let's slow down with that convo. All these are the face constructions. Just trying to get a little bit organized. I think what I'm going to do is... Actually, no, I can't say that because that's... I shouldn't talk about some things in terms of the future projects of this channel, but these PureFs will be kept somewhere, and so keeping them keeping them organized for people could be helpful. Oh, yikes. Huge. Ooh, yeah, that'd be huge. Yeah, no, the after drawbox video, the post drawbox videos, I think would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, same here. I'm scared because I don't want to think about the end too much when we have so much in front of us, such as like my lesson 3 video or whatever, but it is a very nice thing to fantasize about. Like fantasizing about graduation, I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. I just want to be done. Like, sure, it's a nice sentiment to enjoy school for the sake of learning, but many professors have made it not that enjoyable. So yeah, the dream of just being finished with it and such is a pervasive one. But you know, I have that dream as well, and it's a very fun one. We do have to reevaluate how we attach the neck to this, which I don't think that would be that huge of an issue. Yeah. In the job search and all that, but I'm not as... I mean, it is stressful and all those wonderful emotions, but it'll come. That bridge will come. I just want to be done with college for now, and thankfully this semester all my professors care. My stats professional is a bit professor is a bit questionable in how much she cares, but they all care a lot, and they want to make sure I'm learning. So, I mean, my algorithms professor legit just gives us lead code questions. Now, are they easy lead code? Like, we have to do proofs. It's not solve a leak code question. It's give a formal proof for the definition of the bounded knapsack or the house robber. So yeah, so stressed to start college. I have to submit some of my art to get accepted into the course I want to be in. Working on a willow tree just needs a little bit more elbow grease, and you'll share later. Please at me. Please feel free to at me with that in the Delano Discord. I would love to see that. Man, that's so cool. Art school I know is tough. And I've definitely romanticized it in my head because I've just seen it as like a, oh, you get to do awesome, fun art. Is that the case? No, I know that, but it's still, the notion of art school does seem really appealing to me. Would I go to art school? No. I know that a difficult journey lies for me there, and I'm probably not, probably not prepared for that. What color have we not used? And we could maybe use the teal here, or just keep with the blue. Honestly, yeah, we'll keep with the blue. What is the thing you're most excited about for your art school? School, you get to do all the boring stuff. Forced to, yeah. That's the sucky part. Is like when you do something that you love, and then it starts. You have to get into like the nitty gritty. There is a boring part of every profession. You know, I've hit that with computer science plenty of times, but I've also got to do a lot of really cool stuff. Mainly going for the networking. I've heard that from a lot of people. I decided to go in for 3D animation. Yeah, I can learn 2D on my own, but I'm excited to learn 3D as well. Huge. But, you know, I've heard that like a lot of people are doing art school really just for the connections. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Every major, everything has its boring part. More technical aspect that's harder to... This degree is tripping me up. That's harder to enjoy, but if you can either find solace in it or you like it in the first place, then it's not that bad. I've seen it consume people's lives, though. Education is awesome, and if you choose to go further into your education, that's even cooler. But I've seen some professors that have just become so absorbed in the subject that they kind of forget to be human. This may be a bit of a radical idea or opinion, but I've seen some professors who have like taken upon themselves to completely just their entire lives become the subject. And I don't blame them. Sometimes they care about it that much, but they forget that they are teaching people who may not care that much, or, you know, whatever else it may be. They become hostile, or especially apathetic, I think is a good word to describe it. I had a professor like that last semester. And I understand that we all have many different views in life, which is a very beautiful thing. But he kept telling students to not collaborate with each other, which, yeah, sure, don't cheat in school, but this wasn't to that degree. He was like, don't talk to your other students. And like, you should be happy if your classmates get bad grades, because that it wasn't a competitively graded class, but you were like, he defined what a cutoff for an A, B, C, and D were, and F. And so he would tell the students, life is a zero-sum game. Your peers, you know, success is your loss, which is not a sentiment I think people should walk into the world with, let alone a subject like software engineering, where much of it is defined by collaboration and teamwork. This neck is bothering me. Yeah, it's disappointing to say the least. It's funny, I have two professors right now. One professor literally has a entire Wikipedia article written about her. She is very awesome, very knowledgeable. And the other is like from Google, MIT, super young, super successful. They're extremely humble. They have all of these accomplishments behind their belts. Meanwhile, that professor, I'm not going to discredit his research and stuff, but comparatively, ooh, who is this guy? You know, I'm gonna be done with that because it's a bit rude. And, but it's sad to see, and I would like to see universities, or more so, education prioritized in universities rather than some of the other sentiments that I've seen. It's disappointing, but. And once again, we can't group all universities or all professors in this very myopic and somewhat depressing take. There's obviously very passionate people, and when you get to meet those, it's all the much better, right? It is a very inspiring thing to see people so inspiring and compassionate in these fields. And I wouldn't even call it a rare thing. But it does suck just the same to see people with views like that. Yeah, I don't believe totally in this intersection right here. It could exist, it's just I would like my cylinders to be pretty only tapered, not having a sliced face off. That this was a terrible drawing, but you know, it is whatever. Cool. I think this is pretty solid. Yeah, my biggest critiques would probably be this head form. It was a tough one though, so. And I don't know a better way of doing that, but hey, we'll learn our lesson once Dio looks through the stuff. Are there any other Lesson 5 graders? I think maybe Uncomfy does a little bit of Lesson 5. I think he commented that on the other day. I haven't seen much. I mean, most of the constructions I've seen have just been Dio, so. Oh, dragons are so cool. Let's draw a dragon one day, guys. Cool. Alrighty, let's take a quick brain break. I'm feeling a bit rushed. I had a lot of caffeine today, which was a poor choice that I willingly made. So we're going to take a bit of a water break, quick BRB. I'm just weirdly tired. Maybe it's just because I had such weird sleep last night. We'll also stop our timer and head over here for a second. I'm gonna BRV real quick. We'll come back and we'll put some pen to paper. Hopefully I've slowed down a bit. I was really shaky. Not gonna lie, I am a bit nervous to start this. Get coffee at this hour? Better be deep. Oh my. Better be decaf, but you know, who cares? If a guy stutters trying to tell you something, don't listen to him. Alrighty, I'll be right back. In shame. I am back. I'm sorry you're having tension headaches. I've heard of those before. Can't say I've been actually blessed without many of the huge headache things in my life, but I'm gonna have to leave soon. Actually, I think I'll call it here. Huge. Had a great time as always. If you're still streaming 2 hours, I'll be back. I probably will not be. Have a good night. Get some rest and best of luck with your project. Can't wait to see what comes of it. And the oh my gosh. Am I going crazy? Peace. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. Willow tree. Yes. Oh jeez, wow. Good job, Kavel. Kavel. We're gonna mess with some stuff here real quick. I'm feeling a bit jittery. Maybe that was just the caffeine today. I'm just feeling rough. We're gonna hide this for a second while I mess with the music a bit. Ooh! Ending credits has a new song. Oh, it's a not the vibe I'm going for, unfortunately. I need something almost melancholic. Oh, it's the here. I'll let you. It's Cypher. I completely forgot what it was. Okay. I need ambience or something. Huge. Yep. Yeah, I have the fartist roll, if that helps. We'll do this. Nope, Outer Wilds 22 minutes sweet. I need Outer Wilds. It's that kind of night. It actually feels like just a wave of calm washes over me when I hear that that guitar. It is quite magical. Alrighty. So, we're to that point of the construction where we're going to be marching into pencil on paper, or pen on paper, I should say. There we go. Okay, let's head over. Actually, let me make sure my camera's all adjusted after I whipped it around. Here. Moving my camera is always such a pain because then it requires like new adjustments and stuff. Okay, let's head over here. Cool, and we'll start our timer once again. Nice, nice. This week may be a little bit rocky. The next one will be. Remember, schedule is we're having exams quite soon. So expect some changes in the schedule, but I think this week we'll take Thursday off as per usual. Huge, thank you. Alrighty. So yeah. Time for the part that actually makes my brain like really hurt. Composition. We need to put our Okapi here in such a way. I just realized is it out of focus? The pin's looking a bit weird, but maybe that's just because it's reflective. Who knows? And we're not going to really look at this anymore. We want to just be looking at our friend here. I want to draw the prisoner again from Outer Wilds. Or one in the Nomai. Either or. Alrighty. Let's start really observing this. So, our torso. Here we'll back and forth, but generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with this. Remembering that our torso does not span the whole thing, but once again, we're here to just kind of make our own decisions. That was the dry run. Now we're in it for a minute. Composition-wise, we're really lucky here. This is a very square-like image. In fact, pretty darn square now that I've cropped it. So, the entire body, we have one torso. I mean, the body itself is about... a really weird amount. That's about a third. It's about a half. Just remeasuring. So it's about 3.5. 3.5 torso lengths tall. Very interesting. And where are we at on torso widths? I don't think I did any overlap, but we'll see. So we're about right here for a torso width. And since we're square-like, about 3 torso widths, which makes sense because we have a non-90 degree ellipse, so it's gonna be longer horizontally than it is vertically, given that our major axis is horizontal. So yeah, we also have our reminders I wrote for the past couple streams, just talking about the hind form smaller to leave more room for the musculature, and hooves made up bulky. Those are also things in our review book that we've made. So yeah, let's grab a fresh pen here. So yeah, we basically can operate in thirds or fourths, and I'd rather round it down, because yeah, a fourth of a page is pretty generous. And once again, we can kind of go whatever direction. We do want to be x plus y times cosine beta. Interesting. We can definitely be... Should we be a bit higher with this? Let's see, center point. Yeah, the torso will exist a bit higher relative to the horizontal center. And no, rushing into things is a great way to not make some mindful lines. So yeah, let's also get a more fresh pen. Let's see. to be off. Horizontally, we're a bit fine. This is where we place this. Oh, geez. So we'll start from the center, and we'll aim a little bit up. Going to occupy about a quarter of the page. I'd be happy with about right here. Because we just stack another form on top of it height-wise, right? So as long as we can take this, stack it on top, and have about 1.5 underneath, we'll be fine. So maybe a bit smaller. I think that'd be a pretty good range. Yep. Where many a redo may happen. Thank you, Delana. We got this, we got this. Okay, and as for the degree of the ellipse, we're looking to be about... It is a bit more rotund than, I'd say, usual. Let's see, 65-degree ellipse. As if I can control my ellipses to a degree, but... Kind of wish I warmed up my ellipses more. And major axis, we're a bit off the horizontal, going up in this direction, so this actually may be useful. Drawing it like this, it may be beneficial. Yeah, it's a bit of a rough start. We're gonna rock with it though, but not totally happy with it. Yeah, that dent right there is kind of killing us. Let's see. That center line will be more in the center, and then we'll be able to see the top of this. So we're gonna span about up here. We just want to spend an hour a day. We usually go over. It's just to make sure we spend about an hour. Not gonna be too anal about it. Yeah, it's just a reminder of that resolution. Very wobbly. Still kind of seeing it though. Let's see. Our pelvic form is going to be maybe about half the torso length. The whole body is less than 2 torso lengths. But we have to remember we have a little bit of mass over here for the form. So the end of the body will probably be about right here. It does have a downwards gesture, but we're gonna still have this swing for the stomach. So we would probably want something about right here. There's gonna be plenty of opportunities, so this could be relatively flat for all I care. I'm okay with that, actually. In fact, a little bit of overlap between these forms. Because we're gonna be less than even a quarter. Oh. Yeah, maybe like legit just the half a unit out will be somewhere in that range. Cool. And we want to be spanning up like this. Cool. And height of this pelvis. Oh, they're always smaller, so. Slightly larger degree, or smaller degree. We don't want to be completely circular, just to emphasize the pelvis itself is ovular in nature. That was way too small, and too small of a degree as well, but we could probably still work with it. Yo, Fatima! Oh my goodness, wonderful to see you. And it kind of is. It's an Okapi, native to, oh my gosh, the DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo. They are very cool looking. They kind of, yeah, they do kind of look weird, but I think you can learn to love them. How are you doing? See, let's center contour line. It has. We've seen a lot more Fatima this year though, or this semester, so huge. Great thing. Oh, I swung a bit too underneath. I think, yeah, I think I sent it back too far. Because this degree has shifted too much towards us. That should be a bit more out to the side. This will probably be a draft one because this just shrank too much. I really think it should have been about 3/4. Like it should have been about this big. Yeah. And then this should have shifted a bit more towards us, the center line, I believe. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Actually, no. I think it should have been like this because we want to give the illusion that we're seeing the body still kind of flat. So in fact, this was probably a bit off. Yeah. Okay, let's put down that head, and then, which will be quite difficult to land correctly, but, and then we honestly may do a redo, I'm not sure. We'll see how we want to place this. And honestly, we could probably draw larger. Yeah, we could draw a lot larger, actually. Okay, so, yeah. A redo will probably happen just so we could draw larger and fix up that pelvis. So the head itself, edge of the body, that's about right here. That's very far out. That doesn't seem correct, but Yeah. Oh, that's a weird number. I'm seeing like a fifth above this. So a fifth of this form. That's where our head goes. Oh, that's so strange. Our head itself, the skull, which we drew a bit larger and we can do with shrinking, is actually about, wow, I didn't expect it to be that big. Maybe about almost half, a little bit less than half. So it'd be placed like this height-wise. This is the left bound of it. And I instinctively want to move it to the right a bit because this just seems like such a strange direction. So we're going to see the... Yeah, this should have been moved a lot more to the left in hindsight. We'll be adding that. We'll do some red pinning in a second. Welly, what an intro. I wish I had something. I can't be like Cav. What's up, Willie? Hope you're doing well. That was such a bad joke. Unsubscribe. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. We have an Okapi being constructed. Don't call the Okapi. Honestly, every time I say Okapi, I think of a Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon. I barely know anything about Pokemon. But I feel like that's just a Pokemon. What have you been up to? This does not seem right. I do not believe in these measurements. Drawing boxes right now, you're right. I could do like 5 an hour. Yep, that's the pace. Yep. And don't, 50% is what keeps us alive, right? It keeps us alive during the onslaught of the 250 box challenge. But this is the two big barriers. There's lesson 2 and the 250 box challenge. If you make it through those, you can go anywhere and draw a box. Some people just choose to stop after lesson 2. But yeah. Do you see yourself completing lesson 6 and 7? More so as like out of a choice rather than it's too difficult. Because, many people choose that they just don't really care for the things, which is valid, in lesson 7. And uncomfortable is like, yeah, just, stop wherever you want. You get exactly a certain amount out of draw boxes you want. Okay. This neck form ends quite far in. Say like right here. Oof. That was a mistake. Well, what's the reason behind people quitting during lesson 2? It's difficult. It's very hard to do something that intensively, to focus that hard, and to not get like a very nice product out of it. It's a lot of thinking and doing something that you're just not going to be ready for. I don't think Drawbox fails people in lesson 2, not really at all. Just texture is a big jump conceptually. Do I think the lesson 2 could be revamped a little bit? Yeah, I do. But do I think it's at all bad? No. I almost quit during lesson 2. Not that I'm some supreme drawbox person that would never quit, but you know, it happens to all of us. We really get that thought of being like, oh, I'm so done, I'm so tired. Highest turn rate? In what way? Like a quit rate or people succeeding? Because, Delano, we can't talk about it too much on stream, but we do know some of the data. Thank you so much, yeah. I'm glad I didn't either. And I hope you don't, you know, it's not like I expect you or you're fated to, right? Quit rate, I'd say less than, actually, I don't know. We would have to measure it by percentage. Yeah, the rate, we're saying rate, I'm done, sorry. I feel like people do the 250 box challenge and then, like, you know, more critical thinking goes into lesson 2, I think, just inherently. So I'd say lesson 2, in my opinion. And yeah, so let's talk about what's going on right here, proportions and stuff. See what went right, what went wrong, and then we'll reapproach this tomorrow with a bit of a better eye. We only have a tiny bit time left. Reapproach. I found this pen. This is my little box critique pen that I used to use, so we'll use that here. But as for the pelvis, we want this to be a little bit less, you know, a little bit less than 3/4. And then this, okay, so yeah, this is one of the big parts and the hardest parts for me to consider, but we want to increase the degree of the contour line, because I'm trying to find a good way to put it, but we want it to feel like it's not turning away from us. So like hypothetically, right, if we were going, I'm gonna do this in a different color. Oh no. So right, if we have a form like this, I drew this way too big, but we're gonna stick with it. This gives the illusion, at least to me, that this thing is turning away from us. Meanwhile, if we have something it feels like it's turning less. It's a bit more straight. Animal says, yeah, I could get that. I think I'll like the freestyle any animal better though. Yeah. It does definitely get stale for how long they take, because bugs, I didn't find it interesting, but that's when my like 3D brain exploded and I started really recognizing things. I don't really have that reward here, right? But yeah, so see, my idea, I don't know any math or any, you know, more perfect reason or like heuristic approach from how we've done our degrees in the past. But this just makes it feel as if it's turning more. And maybe we could actually, we know that the other contour line would be 90 degrees. And so if the, oh, look at that. So yeah, here's our proof. A rather simple one, but you know, kind of, but the door proof is 90 degrees to this center line that we've established is going to be like the other center line, right? The other equator, or prime meridian, whatever you want to say, right? And so we know it's going to be 90 degrees right here. So it has, if these are the same lines, then this line right here has to be a higher degree. So that's what makes it feel like it's turning. Meanwhile, this one, these remain practically the same degree. and so it doesn't feel like it's shifting as much. Cool. What on the earth is it? It's an Okapi. Also, welcome to the stream, Nana Banana. I love that name. Yeah, it's an Okapi. It's a, I have to figure out like what its actual, I know it's a close relative of the, not zebra. Oh my gosh, giraffe. But I mean, of course, there's probably some zebra in there. So, yeah, we can say kind of conclusively through our blue pen. What's a good way of putting this in a couple of words? Centerline degree shifts. I'm gonna just call it the orthogonal. Oh geez. Oh no. There we go. So yeah, it looks like it's turning because the degree of, I'm calling this the orthogonal line, the orthogonal center line. I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology, but that's what I'm going to use. So that's why we want these center lines to be more so similar. So cool. And yeah, we said we wanted to be about 3/4. Now let's think about this head real quick. And I think the big part that's confusing me is because we have this negative shape that's here in our actual drawing. And what's wrong with it? I think the height is off. Actually, no. Yeah, this thing feels like it should maybe this needs to increase a bit, the degree right there. And then the length. Let's concern ourselves about the length of this. In terms of a torso length, we should only be about a third of a torso length right here. We do a plumb line, so we want to shrink this a little bit. We want to be about 1/3 of a torso length. So yeah, this plumb line, oh my goodness, this plumb line right here is pretty important to consider when doing this. I think these are wonderful observations. And of course, some better line work. I mean, come on, what's going on with this, right? And then this intersection, I think we did a good job conceptually. I'm not sure if we should, though, have some white space right here. So it would look like this. Having some white space could help us, you know, believe it's coming into the back of the head. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, cool stuff. I think this has been a successful stream. Lots of good thinking going on. And, you know, we've kind of been better about how we use our reference and such. So we'll leave that here. I got a bit, oh my goodness, I'm stuttering so much. Maybe I do need to sleep. We are approaching yet another kind of busy week, so I plan on taking off Thursday. We may have to take off 2 days. I hope not. Or I may just take off 2 days because I would just like to do some personal drawing and relax. Thank you, Delano. I hope you experience the same. Shout out Welly, and who else has joined us today? Joman, Welly, Delano. We had Shrimp here earlier, and then of course Physics and Adam. I think that was everybody that joined us tonight, and of course Nana Banana. Welcome to the stream, Nana Banana. How fast can I say that, right? Cool. So once again, thank you all very much for joining us tonight. We're gonna make some awesome progress tomorrow, and I can't wait to see you guys then. So bye for now.